Hey everybody, it's Marne Semick. I'm coming in hot, and today we're going to talk about something very fun and exciting, and that is what to do when a client tries to hijack your process. So it happens to the best of us, and we're going to dig into the dirty details of it all. Bottom line is you need to remain calm because you're the expert, right? But it does happen. People sometimes come into my world and they pretend like they're the expert instead of me being the expert. That's why people hire me. That's why I get the big bucks. And if you're a coach and an expert too, then this may happen to you. And it does happen to some of my clients as well. I don't know why, and who knows why people behave the way that they do, but sometimes someone might come into your world and they don't know that they're behaving maybe out of protocol. They don't know that they're trying to do it their way. I think there's a lot of reasons why people may need to feel like they need to do it their way. And it could be because they want to remain in control. Maybe they feel some fear. So that's absolutely possible. I've had several instances of people coming into my Q&A calls and answering the questions of the other participants instead of me. It's a strange moment to be in, but handling things like that with compassion is, important. I think some people just want to be heard. They just want to express themselves, and maybe that's how they're stretching their own boundaries, right? People just don't know that maybe they're, going outside of the system. If you're a coach or an expert, probably you have a proven process and system. And so when somebody tries to hijack that process, they're kind of going around your system. Let's take a look at some of the ways that we can get this person back on track. So first one is we want to revisit the agreement with the client. A lot of times, if you call a client out and directly approach them and say, hey, I noticed that you were doing XYZ, or I noticed that whatever the offending behavior is, I noticed that you did this. Is this something that you want to talk about? I just want to explain to you how my process is, what this experience is like, so that you can understand how we're going to proceed together. Calling out the person, trying maybe not to do this in a public sort of way, because you don't want to shame somebody on a Q&A call or a group call or anything like that. You want to listen compassionately and try to handle and manage the situation, but then maybe directly talk to them afterwards. Either a phone call, a face-to-face, actually seeing that person's face is good. That's number one, is like revisiting that agreement, that an energetic alignment, making sure that the client is on the same page with you about, okay, this is how it's done. Okay, so that's number one. And number two is lead with compassion and not defensiveness. I always find it very curious when sort of something goes awry in my experience, like if I'm leading a call or if a client is trying to go around my process. It's more interesting to me, and it says more about them than it does about me and my process. So I'm very confident and clear in my process. I have a very amazing system that I've set up that I take clients through succinctly to get them their transformation. So when a client is trying to hijack that and go around, it actually makes me kind of curious and makes me lean in. Okay, well, this is interesting. Well, they hired me, so I'm wondering why that they think their way is better. Try not to get defensive. This can be hard to do in the moment. Maybe you're feeling a little attacked. Somebody's asking you some questions on your Q&A, or getting upset, and maybe they don't even mean it at all. It has nothing to do with you. It's just their reaction in the moment for a particular thing. So trying to handle people with kindness and care and compassion in the moment, so that they feel heard and they feel seen. All of this is really important. You don't want to shame people or guilt people on calls, or you want to listen to people and be compassionate and kind, but also be clear and set boundaries and be clear with your boundaries. And number three is to anchor back into your proven process. And that is leaning back in with them and saying, you've hired me for a particular reason. And I've taken several hundreds, how many clients you've taken through this process. And I just want you to know that you're in good hands. And I want you to know that my process and the system that I'm taking you through is a proven process. I'm curious as to why you want to go around the process and do it a different way. It's really like a repositioning, and it's also like reaffirming yourself as the leader. Sometimes when people try to take control, they actually want to be in control, and they want to be the quote unquote alpha or the leader, right? And that's never going to work. You're the coach or the expert. You have to remain in the alpha or the leadership position, because people hire you because they want a leader. They want somebody who can take them to where they want to go. Sometimes you have to step back into that leadership role and be a little firm with them and help them understand that you're the leader, you're in charge, you have a proven process or system, and that you want to take them through that proven process or system, and that they can relax into it and rely on you. And also taking that extra step to sort of call someone out and talk to them directly about it is going to reposition you as the leader. And maybe they're not really trying to do anything. They're just trying to express themselves in the way that they see fit. But you have to set your boundaries. You have to take leadership. You have to show them that your process is proven, because you can't let somebody else hijack your process, your phone calls, your group experiences, your team. I've had people that will try to boss around some of my design assistants or assistants. Like, no, these are not your assistants. These are people that work for me. And you just kind of have to set clear boundaries. The right people will stick, and the people that are not a good fit for you will eventually go away. And so just that energetic alignment is really important. But it's really important that you take the high road, right? Don't get angry. Don't get defensive. Like, staying calm and cool and collected in a moment of upset or dispute or aggravation is really important. And so it's a really good practice for you if you're getting stuck in this situation. Like, this is just really good practice for you to be a leader and be clear and set your boundaries. Be clear, direct, blunt, but kind and compassionate at the same time. So I hope this is helpful. I'm sending you lots of love and joy and peace and prosperity on your journey today. And if you do want to jump into my proven process and system for experts and coaches looking to grow their businesses online, check out the free tutorials I have below. We'd love to see you in my world. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye for now.